Welcome everyone to another day of biology. Today, guys, is gonna be our first little notes day of our evolution unit. So yesterday, you guys did an activity going over kind of how you can make a theory. So you guys did that word activity, and it's got you probably to the point where you kind of understand what a theory is and can kind of dictate between a theory and a law. Today, we're gonna kind of try to round those edges out, and we're gonna start talking about a couple scientists that deal with evolution. So first and foremost, what is a theory? So, in science, theories are statements or models that have been tested and confirmed many times. We typically use the term theory incorrectly in our everyday life. We think, like, oh, I have a theory about this, which is great, but in science, a theory has to be tested and it has to be confirmed. Now, it's not a law because it's not 100% confirmed, but it is for the majority confirmed. Now, they do explain a wide variety of data and observations. They can be used to make predictions, and they're not absolute. Okay, so it's not that 100% mark yet, but they're pretty close. They serve as a model of understanding the world and can be changed as the world views changes. Okay, so things like the law of gravity. It's a law. You drop a pen, it falls to the ground. Okay, if I drop this and all of a sudden it floats, I'm a magician. I'm done teaching. Okay, we're going on tour, magician style. But as far as theories go, they're close. They're not 100% factual or 100% true all the time because things are going to change as the world changes and as science changes and as the more we fully understand the large picture of things. So, hence why theory of evolution is still called a theory. Now, when we jump ahead to this, we're going to be talking about Charles Darwin and another man named Alfred Wallace. So both these guys are mid 1800s European explorers, and they just traveled to different regions of the world to experience different regions of the world. Okay, their sole purpose was to just travel and explore. They didn't have intentions or the idea of theory of evolution yet, but on their exploration, they did a couple things that kind of led them to this case. So they collected items, so things like animals, fossils, plants, realistically whatever they could get their hands on, they took. They also wrote down observations and kept a daily journal. So they knew what was going on. So when they go back, they'll be able to read it. And they took observations of what they were seeing, what they smelt, what they did, all those different things. So they had records of those observations. Now, these observations and these items they collected led to the theory of evolution. So, how do we actually get to a theory? So, the journey of an observation to a theory is not that complex, but it takes some time. So, first thing, you have to make an observation. With that, then you can make an inference. So, you observe something, you can come up with an educated guess, which comes to a created question, and then we can conduct an experiment. Now, with our experiment, we're able to gather data, analyze data, but it's not enough just to do it one time. We have to repeat this over and over and over again. And if we still get the same results, this test has been confirmed, it then can become a theory. Now, this is where things get a little whitewashing. We can talk about theories versus law and like all these different tests. But in our case, the more you repeat it, the stronger the theory is going to become. Okay. And there's not going to be much like discrepancy between our theory here because it's been proven, it's been tested, there's data, we've analyzed the data, and we're able to prove this point. Now, today you guys are going to be watching a video called The Making of a Theory. And throughout that video, this is what I want you guys to think of. What observations did Darwin and Wallace make on their travels? So, what were they actually noticing? They didn't go there to figure this out, but what were they noticing? What inferences did they make based on these observations? So, what are some thoughts that they had as they were making these observations? What guesses or what assumptions were they making? What questions did they ask themselves about the world around them? And how did these eventually lead them to develop the theory of evolution by natural selection? So, these two explorers did a lot of great things, and they did come up with a theory of evolution. And you guys are going to kind of realize how they worked with each other and how they did not work with each other and all these different pieces. But as you watch this video, I want you guys to think of these key points. Okay. I also want you to keep in mind this process, how we go from just a single observation or a variety of observations to actually getting to a theory. Okay. So what you guys are going to do today, you are going to go to that Google form that is posted. And in that Google form, after you guys put your name in and your hour in, the next section is going to have a video. You're going to click on that YouTube link. And you're going to watch that video. After you watch the video or during the video, you're going to have to answer those questions in the Google form. And when you guys are done, make sure you submit it. If you guys have any questions about how to do this assignment or have any question about anything else, please reach out to your teachers. Please ask us. Please make sure you stay informed with what is going on. Other than that, have a great day. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.